right in front of me.
Well, we've just lost our correspondent there, but we believe these are the grounds of Cairo Museum. Those of you joining us here on Al Jazeera English, it's 1400 GMT. That's 4 o'clock in the afternoon local time in Egypt. And for the past 2 hours, there have been clashes between both pro and anti-government supporters. The army had advised all of those protesters that had arrived in Tahrir Square over Tuesday for the Million Man March to disperse, to go home, that the government had heard their calls. Many of those protesters had stayed where they were in Tahrir Square. In the last 2 hours, pro-government supporters have arrived on the scene. We have reporters there on the location telling us that they're armed with stones and machetes and sticks and attacking the anti-government protesters. Let's join one of our correspondents who was describing the scene to us just a short time ago. You were talking about the clashes continuing and being quite vicious from what you could see.
Well, just what I'm seeing right now is one man being carried back by another 6 others with a bleeding head wound. I've seen about 5 of those kinds of injuries just in the past 5 minutes, probably since we last spoke. So there is a constant supply going in the other direction, heading into the heart of this battle with broken up pieces of concrete and whatever else that can be used as ammunition, because these cars, obviously, with the amount that I've seen being thrown, they can be incredibly dangerous. Now, just down the other end, in amongst the heart of the battle, I'm seeing some vehicle coming into it. I just can't quite make out who is carrying it, but it is driving and plowing into the centre of that.
We can actually hear gunfire as well. We're just going to cross over to one of our correspondents who we think is a little bit closer to what we've just heard. Can you just confirm that that was gunfire that we heard?
No, this wasn't gunfire. This is 3 army vehicles that have been taken over by the pro-Mubarak supporters. They've literally smashed the windows of these vehicles. Tanks, they're not armored tanks, they are just army carriage trucks. They've been taken over. They're now driving them. They're filled with pro-Mubarak people, and they're now trying to drive them towards. I've got thousands of people running now towards me, escaping, like rocks being thrown at them. These vehicles, I don't know where the soldiers who were in them have gone, but they are now totally in the possession of these pro-Mubarak activists who are trying to turn them around and drive them towards the other side of the square.
And you say that there's no sign of the security personnel that either were using them or guarding them?
None whatsoever. Where I'm standing, there is no soldiers. The only soldiers I can see are on the other side of the Egyptian Museum fence, guarding the museum from inside. There are people who are taking drugs, people with sticks, machetes. They are gathered on this side, the side of the Egyptian Museum of Tahrir Square. It seems that they have no intention of going. They are the words that are coming from them sound extremely violent. And I'm looking right now. The truck is moving towards the anti-Mubarak campaigners. They are driving these trucks towards them, whether that's to try and disperse the crowd. Regardless of what the intention is, it will be impossible not to expect huge injuries, if not fatalities. There are at least hundreds of rocks flying now in the sky in both directions, and the army is just standing by. If there is any army present, I personally cannot see any from where I'm standing, so help.
Okay, we'll just allow our viewers now to see some of the images that we're showing live. And of course, just earlier we had images of Tahrir Square. And if we just take your eyes to the top right-hand corner of the screen right now, we believe that is one of the locations where the clashes were occurring between pro and anti-Mubarak protesters. These protests had been occurring over the last 2 hours. These are live shots now, and there's been an ebb and flow of these demonstrators attacking each other, initially with rocks. We've also been told that there are machetes and sticks as well. We potentially thought we had heard gunfire, but we've just been told that at least 3 security vehicles have been taken over by pro-Mubarak supporters. Let's join one of our correspondents who was very close to, in the thick of the action there